Hey everyone, it's Kirk McLean here, and you're watching Clay's Canucks Commentary.
Hey Canucks fans, and welcome to Clay's Canucks Commentary Live, presented to you by Van City Experts Real Estate. I'm your host, Clay Emo Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take. It is Monday night, December the 9th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. Welcome, everyone. Glad that you are here. I am feeling refreshed. I know that I'm looking refreshed. I did not have Canucks After Dark with Parker tonight because he had a hockey game at the exact same time as our show. Then we sometimes bump it to the next night, Tuesday night. But tomorrow night is my bowling playoffs, and I don't think I'll be back in time for 10. I'll be back in time for 11 for my own show, but not for 10. So we've actually bumped Canucks After Dark to Wednesday this week. So Wednesday will be Canucks After Dark. I mentioned that on last night's show. So you have to wait until Wednesday night for some Clay and Parker goodness. So that's Wednesday night. But I did have another one of my Legend and Hall of Fame Zoom calls, and this one was with Rinketic RSA in the chat, and that's why he said earlier that he says, I am the favorite one. I did tell him that I appreciated him navigating the 9-hour time difference between Vancouver and Sweden. So we did our call at 10:15 my time, so just an hour ago, and that was 7 in the morning for him. So he got up at 7 just to spend half an hour with me. So for that half an hour, yes, RSA, you certainly were my favorite one for sure. Got to give some love to Swerve and Irvin. Like you want to know about dedication? He is on his cruise ship. So remember, yesterday at this time, he was taking pictures, selfies of himself on an empty plane. I don't know if the plane was actually empty. I think he was just one of the first ones on. And then he was flying out of Seattle to Orlando, which I now know was for his cruise, because he's on the cruise using the ship's Wi-Fi, which I know is not cheap. I know that because I've been on cruises, and I'm going on another one, as you guys know, later this month. But the fact that Swerve and Irvin is using the cruise ship Wi-Fi, that's pretty cool. That is dedication. He's in the Caribbean. It's 2 a.m. He deserves some love. So I'm giving, RSA, I appreciate him all the way from Sweden, but watching on a cruise ship Wi-Fi at 2 a.m., that is deserving of some love as well. So thank you, Swerve and Irvin. And, Tristyn, I love how you look out for, by the way, I hope you had a great second day of being 18 years old. Tristyn, nice to have you on the show last night. Says RSA deserves the goal horn for that time change. Yeah, I'd agree with you. He does a lot just to be included. So we're going to give a goal horn to RSA as well. All right, so let's give some love to both Swerve and Irvin in the Caribbean. Sounds like a movie, and then let's give some love to RSA watching all the way from Sweden. As we get going, I want to remind you, moderators, thank you for keeping this a safe and respectful place. Members, as Legends, Hall of Fame, and franchise members, thank you for your support as always, and to everyone else, no matter where you're watching from. Whether in my beautiful neighborhood of Steveston and Richmond, in the city, Lower Mainland Province, country, continent, around the world, thank you for being here. You know that I know that you could be watching anyone else, doing anything else, getting ready for work, school, or bed, or all three. But the fact that you're here with me, know how much I always appreciate you, and I never, ever take you for granted. So this is how you get involved. You guys know this already. Subscribe to the channel so you get active in the chat section and get notified of my videos whenever I release them. You can like the video. There are already 47 people watching on YouTube. Another 40, well, it's 50-50. Another 47 watching on X. We need some more likes, though, you guys. So that like the video, like the fact that we're together, like the fact that Thatcher Demko may play tomorrow. I'll get to that in a second. Like the fact that JT Miller may practice on Wednesday. I'll get to that in a second. Like the fact that we're building the best Canucks community here on YouTube. And like the fact that Irwin's on a cruise on a cruise boat in the Caribbean right now. You can leave a donation like legendary Lucas Gates just did. I'll get to that in a second. Thank you, Lucas. You can gift a membership. You can buy your own membership, upgrade your own membership, use your monthly membership message. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. And like legends do, legendary Lucas Gates gets the donation train out of the station. Let's give him some much deserved love. Legendary Lucas Gates says, CCC Crew, you better keep tabs on this bucko as this locomotive is going full steam ahead into 2025. Big things coming very soon to Ring in 25. I have no clue what any of that means, but I do like the train imagery, and I do like the fact that Lucas leaves a donation and the fact that he's got some exciting news to share. Teasing it like we were in high school, but that's okay because some of the people in here are actually in high school. So Lucas, thank you for the donation. Let's give Lucas some love in the chat. Speaking of high school, our grade 12 grad, birthday boy extraordinaire, gifts a membership. So let's give some love to legendary Tristyn Tallio, who gifts a membership. That's a $5 donation. And it means franchise membership for the next month to Kel M. And I think that's the Kel M who won the tickets in last week's draw and was at the Tampa Bay game yesterday. So welcome, Kel. Hope you had a good time at the game. Welcome to franchise membership. And Tristyn, thank you. Legendary Tristyn Tallio, thank you for your generous donation. And let's give some love to Tristyn in the chat. Let's give a welcome to Kel. And I will say that this went over my head, but someone said, Swervin said, is that a clue about Lucas's locomotive full steam ahead? So we could extrapolate that he got asked to do another jersey design for the Coquitlam Express. Lucas, you don't have to confirm nor deny, and that would run nicely with the train analogy, but I guess we will just have to see, because Lucas says we will see very soon. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay, let me chat for a few minutes. Not a lot to chat about, actually, because the Canucks didn't even practice today. So I'll go over what happened in the NHL tonight very quickly. Then we will, and I know we could spend time talking about the Trouba trade, talk about the Shesterkin contract, talk about Four Nations face-off. But generally, I like to make this a Canucks-centric show. But you can always ask me questions about that in the second half if you really, really want to. But we can talk about what happened in the NHL tonight. And then we start by looking at the scores. And then tonight, it was a high-scoring game. Detroit beating Buffalo in a shootout, 6-5. We had the Blackhawks beating the Rangers. Rangers are hurting. They are hurting right now. Yeah, and the Georgiev trade as well. And then we had Anaheim losing in a shootout. So all three games today. Only 3 games in the NHL. Sorry, I should finish my thought. Montreal beats Anaheim in the shootout. All 3 games in the NHL decided by 1 goal, and 2 of them went past overtime all the way to the shootout. Don't care about any other divisions right now. Not a lot of change up top. Same in the Pacific. You got Vegas at 39 with 28 games. LA is 35 and 27, and Vancouver is 32 and 26. 6 games over 500. You guys know it's either 32 minus 26, 32 points in 26 games. That equals 6. That's how you can tell. Or you go wins minus losses, 14 minus 8 also equals 6. We go 32 divided by 26 times 82 games, and the Canucks are on pace for 101 points, just shy of the 103 I predicted, just shy of the 109, actually a lot shy of the 109 they obtained last year, but the Canucks still trending to be a playoff team. But if so, they better improve on this horrible home record of 4-6-3. So the news, and I highlighted it, I called in the title of this show, we are waiting for Demko and Miller. And I guess Derek Forbert too. And I sarcastically included Derek Forbert in my in my poll question, but I basically said, whose return are you looking forward to the most? Whose return are you anticipating the most? And they're big for different reasons. Right now, Thatcher Demko is leading the poll with 2/3. Actually, let's end the poll right now because you guys have had 10 minutes to vote on it. So Demko leads the way with 67%. 67%. JT Miller at 26%. And Derek Forbert at 6%. That means that one person voted for Derek Forbert. Actually, 6% of 46 means two people voted for Derek Forbert. So I will get to that in a second. We'll talk about the ramifications of all three. But first, I want to highlight another donation from legendary Lucas Gates. Give some love to Lucas in the chat for the $5 donation. Says, where we're going, we don't need roads. Doc Brown, 1985. So I don't think that Lucas is starring in the sequel to Back to the Future. A train does not need a road, technically. So maybe it is. I don't know. Again, Lucas does not have to confirm nor deny. You guys do not have to ride the express with me in terms of my guess, but I think maybe they've Coquitlam Express have invited Lucas back to design another jersey, which would be awesome. So let's give some love to Lucas in the chat. Speaking of awesome, Nation. Well, hello, BC Beasley. BC Beasley, I woke up today having to still find homes for 4 pairs of tickets to the St. Louis Blues game tomorrow night. Yeah, I think the Canucks poor home record is making it tougher to move tickets, but I was able to sell 2 of those 4 pairs. Oh, I said the word sell. I was able to find homes for 2 of those 4 pairs, and I'm still looking for homes for 2 more pairs. So if anyone would like to welcome a pair of Canucks Blues tickets into their home tomorrow night, if you know what I mean, email me canuckclay@gmail.com. Again, canuckclay@gmail.com. I have 2 pairs that I can accommodate for very, very cheap. Nation just bought a Demko Adidas jersey from Marketplace. Nice. Justin says, looking forward to the return of civilization in Vancouver post-Eras tour. I like that. Very much. Yeah, Zal, I'm going to talk about where Forbert sits for sure in a sec. Isn't it technically, what did I call it? Sure. Let's go with railroad tracks. Thanks, BC Beasley. Hey, welcome, Dan. Nice to see you. All right. You know where to find me. Tristyn, message me. Well, I can just say it now, but I won't say it. I'll do this. For a pair, again, first time using sign language on the stream. For a pair. I have 2 pairs for tomorrow nights. I've never seen this name before. Never tried this stuff, but Cannabis Kicks is in the house. What's up, folks? Yeah, I know there was a brawl during one of the teddyware tosses in Ontario, which is crazy. Okay, let's talk about. I'm going to get to questions later. Let's talk about these 3 returns. So Derek Forbert is probably the most least sexy of these 3 returns. He's only played 4 games for the Canucks though, and we were expecting like an Ian Cole type player, someone who stabilizes the back end, someone who's going to stand up for his teammates. And I really want to see what Forbert can do. So he's naturally a lefty. So if he comes into the lineup, then I think you got to move someone to the right with Hronek out. So let's say that Hughes and Myers stay as our top pairing right now. Let's say you want to break up Soucy, Juleson, Brandstrom, Desharnais. You probably sit one of Juleson or Desharnais and move Brandstrom over to the right. So you could go Soucy, Juleson, Forbert, Brandstrom. You could go Soucy, Desharnais, Forbert Brandstrom. So you just kind of choose Juleson or Desharnais to sit. Or you go Susie Brandstrom, then Forbert Desharnais, which is what they started the season with, or Forbert and Juleson. So there's lots of things that you can do with Forbert. Yes, Miller still makes his that money's guaranteed, Bruce. So Miller is still getting paid. Yeah, Justin, $1.25, really, really good deal. So then the other two, of course, let's go with Thatcher Demko first. He has backed up Kevin Lankinen the last two games. So Friday night against Columbus, Demko was the backup. Sunday, Tampa Bay Lightning, Demko was the backup. So, you know, part of me says, a large part, you know, I think Demko's ready to play. Otherwise, he wouldn't be sitting on the bench. Like, it's unlikely that the backup gets in, but it's certainly not uncommon, if that makes sense. So if he was on the bench, that means he was indeed ready and able to play. I know a lot of people were speaking about, even though it was his birthday on Sunday, you don't start Demko in an afternoon game, especially when he's coming back, because it kind of messes with his regular game day routine. You know, get up, light workout, some ice time, maybe big lunch, big nap kind of thing. It doesn't work for a 1 o'clock start. But then Rick Tocchet kind of shot that down, and even Thatcher Demko shot that down a little bit, basically intimating that, or implying that as professional athletes, they have routines for 1 o'clock games, they have routines for 7 o'clock games, they have routines for 4 o'clock games. So Demko and Tocchet downplayed that reason, but others upplayed it, if that, or spoke it up. So not smoked it up, that's for cannabis, but spoke it up. Come on, I thought that was pretty funny. So Thatcher Demko didn't play on Sunday. My gut feeling is he plays tomorrow night. My gut feeling he plays tomorrow night. If you backed up twice, that means you've been ready to play since last Friday. He was on the ice today, even though the team had a day off. So if I was a betting man, I would say, oh, okay, good. I'm glad Cannabis Kick thought that was funny, that he's not going to beat me up. That's good. That's good. I'm going with Thatcher Demko playing tomorrow night. Nation, has it been confirmed, or are you just hoping that he's definitely playing tomorrow night? Now, Unpaved mentioned Miller on Thursday. I think so too. So let's move on to JT Miller now. JT Miller. So there was some of you guys talked about it on the stream last night, and I saw the tweets referencing it, that JT Miller's equipment is in his stall in the locker room. So that's good. Then Darren Drager appeared on, he was either with Donnie and Dolly or Sakaris and Price. I think it was Donnie and, no, it was Sakaris and Price. Darren Drager was with Sakaris and Price today, and he said that he heard that JT Miller is going to practice on Wednesday. Okay. On Wednesday. And then we heard from Rick Dollywall, I think it was, that Miller and Demko were skating today, even though it was I don't want to say team mandated, because it's mandated. They broke the mandate. No, it was just a team day off. I'm sure guys were working out, but basically no official practice. Because if you have an official practice, any guy at that official practice is supposed to be made available to media. And I'll get to that in a second. So no official practice, no official media. That's why you didn't see any player interviews or coach interviews today, but guys can still skate and work out. Now, oh, the coach even confirmed that it's Wednesday. I did not know that. Rick Tocchet confirmed Wednesday? Okay, that's great. So Thatcher Demko and JT Miller both skating today. I expect Demko to start on Tuesday night. And if Miller's playing, you guys, he's good enough. He's smart enough, especially if he decides that he's mentally and physically well enough to go. You don't have to draw it out. And what better game to start than at home against the defending Stanley Cup champions, the Florida Panthers, on Thursday. I'm going to that game. I can't wait. And yeah, I think that would be a really, really good game to come back as long as he's ready. Again, as long as he's ready. And can you just imagine the thunderous chants of JT Miller? Yeah, exactly. Justin says Miller return will be hype. The pop will be something else. Lucas says the Miller chants will be electric. And Alfred just gave a donation. So I want to recognize this. Shout out to Skytrain Alfred for the $5 donation. With Demko and Net, I think it will help us win away the home blues that's been clouding over the Canucks. Love it. Love it. Love it. Also, Clay, can I get a choo-choo? Skytrain Alfred, of course you can get a choo-choo. Choo-choo. Is that what you meant? I hope so. Well, there we go. Better than the bam that hurts my throat. But thank you, Skytrain Alfred, for the $5 donation. Let's give some love to Skytrain Alfred in the chat down below. So as I was saying, yeah, Miller comes in maybe as early as Thursday against the Florida Panthers. Edmund says it might not be until Boston, which is fair. I just think if he practices fully on Wednesday, in my humble opinion, he's good. Like, he's such a key player. If he's ready to go, why not put him in? But admittedly, just because he practices on Wednesday, even if it's not in a non-contact jersey, but it might be in a not ready to play state, maybe they give him until Saturday, because you're right. Then that is another couple days without games. So we'll see. I think we'll have a better look. Tomorrow we worry about Demko if he's starting. Wednesday we'll worry about how JT Miller looks like in the arena. Cannabis. Okay, I gotta start highlighting these. All right, Swerve and Irvin, I will do this, and then I'll go to my mid-show sponsor read. What are the possible combos when Miller slots in? I was thinking about this a lot. PD, DeBrusk, and Besser have played well, except yesterday. They did not play well. They were all -2. But up until then, especially on the road trip, DeBrusk found a scoring touch. As we know, PD had a great month in November, especially compared to his October. And Besser, admittedly, still finding his touch since coming back from the concussion. So I think, though, you don't keep that threesome together, because then who do you put Miller with? Do you take away Suter from, you take away Suter from Garland and Joshua and just stick Miller there? But then where do you put Suter? Suter's been too valuable. He's been so good. He's got to stay in your top 6. So I could see, you know what I could see is I could see them splitting up the PD, DeBrusk, Besser line, and I could see them going Miller and Besser as a pair, and PD and DeBrusk as a pair, because PD and DeBrusk have shown great chemistry. We know Miller and Besser can play together, and if you want Miller to come back, as smoothly as possible, you play him with someone that he knows, he can play with. I'm not sure. So Cannabis just said that Rick Dhaliwal announced that Clay Emo is the Canucks goaltender for tomorrow. Yeah, if I did that, I would expect you to put all of your money on the Blues, and then I would expect half of it to come to me. No, we don't try Miller on the third line. If he's playing, he's playing. And he's playing where he needs to play. So I think I would do this. I would go Miller, Besser, Suter. Yeah, I go Miller, Besser, Suter. We've seen that line. We saw that line in the playoffs last year. Suter is playing like a top 6 forward right now. So Miller, Besser, Suter. Then I go PD with DeBrusk and Sherwood. I'd bring Sherwood up to that line again with PD and DeBrusk. Then you can have Bluger between Garland and Joshua. That is where, you remember, they're not the same player, but Bluger and Suter, for all intents and purposes, can spell each other off between Garland and Joshua if you want to keep those guys together. And then now your fourth line is any combination of Lekaramaki, Ratu, Hoglander, Sasson, Baines, whoever ends up being up on the. But I just realized that they have Lekaramaki on the team. So the other thing you could do, and remember, this isn't for tomorrow night. This is for Thursday night. You could go Miller, Besser, Suter, PD, DeBrusque, and Lekaramaki. And then you go Bluger between Garland and Joshua. And then you drop Sherwood down the fourth line for a couple games. And you go Sherwood with Ratu and Sasson, or Sherwood with Hoglander and one of Ratu and Sasson. Sasson got sent down. So maybe it's Ratu between Sherwood and Hoglander as your fourth line. So there are some combinations for you, Swerve and Irvin. Would love to hear some of your line combos in the second half of the show, which I'll get to right now. So we start off our mid-show sponsor read by thanking our primary sponsor, Jason Lim of Van City Experts. Thank you to my channel sponsor, Jason Lim of Van City Experts Real Estate. At Van City Experts, their experience, knowledge, and expertise can serve you well in navigating through the real estate market and will help you to choose the best home or condo in the Greater Vancouver area that best suits your and your family's needs. We also thank our secondary sponsor, Coach Patrick Liu, weight loss coach. Sign up for a free 5-day workout at coachpatrickliu.com/clay. Thank you to Gassy Jet Art, maker of that fine artwork. And thank you to Vessi Footwear. Use the link tinyurl.com/VessiClay and receive a free pair of socks off your next purchase of Vessi shoes. Don't forget, you can buy Canuck Clay merch at canuckclay.threadless.com. Thanks to everyone who has done so thus far. Remember that you can subscribe. You can like the video. You can leave a donation like many people have done. Thank you. You can gift a membership like people have done. Thank you. You can buy your own membership, upgrade your own membership, use your monthly membership message. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. And don't forget my shows for this week, as I've mentioned a couple times in different forms. So tonight's tonight. There's no Canucks After Dark. Tomorrow it's CCC at 11 p.m. and that will be a Canucks Blues post game. Then Wednesday, Canucks After Dark will be at 10, and I'll be doing a members live stream at 11:15. And then Thursday night, back to regular CCC, and that will be a Canucks Panthers post game. And I'll rush back from the arena to make sure I'm home in time for all of that. All right. Thank you for your patience with all of that. I see a donation has come in, so we better honor that as well. So let's give some love to Ender. I don't know if that's an L and an I or two L's or two I's. Ender Like, it looks like. I hope I didn't swear or say anything bad just now. So thank you, Ender. Shout out to Ender. $3 donation says shout outs to MY from Fraser. MY from Fraser. Who's MY from Fraser? Well, whoever that is, thank you. I'm sorry if I should know who that is. Ender, thank you for the generous donation. By the way, I want to say a shout out to Nathan, who I met at Richmond Center today. We were coming up the escalator, going to the food court together. Well, not together. He was behind me, and he was a girlfriend or a friend or sister. I'm not sure who, but it was really nice to meet him. And he says that he's a long time fan of the show. So Nathan, if you're watching right now, thank you for saying hi today. We have another donation because we ain't done. All right, we heard it here from Cannabis Kicks, but I can't say the word, even though I don't believe in jinx. To honor your donation, I won't say the word. So shout out to Cannabis Kicks for the $3 donation. It says if Demmer gets a SO, meaning doesn't let a goal in, he'll donate $20. Wow. So let's give some love to Cannabis Kicks for today's donation and the potential donation. Then Ender comes in and says that he or she will do the same. So you're telling me between Cannabis Kicks and Ender that if Demko does not let any goals in, I almost said the word, I almost said the S word. If he doesn't let any goals in, presuming he plays tomorrow night, we're going to get $20 from Ender and $20 from Cannabis Kicks. I will take it. I will take it. And then we will all say, bam! Yes, there we go. I hope, I hope I did not wreck your eardrums nor my microphone. All right, let's go to questions. There's 254 people in here, 73 on YouTube, which is great. That means almost 200 people watching on X. Welcome. Maybe one on Facebook. We'll see. But let's go with questions only to start off. Yeah, RC, I'm not going to say it. It's the S word is the word that when a goalie doesn't let any goals in. That is the S word. If he doesn't play, that technically still you're right. You cannot let a goal in if you're on the bench. That's a great point, Justin. That's why you're a Hall of Famer. You come up with these technicalities. I think you just got me an extra $40. I'm just kidding. With how expensive MLB contracts have gotten, are you glad the NHL has a salary cap? Yeah, for as much as we fret, the NHL salaries are the most in line. You got luxury taxes in other sports. You have like weird designations, franchise tags, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I do think, and the salary cap does make for some tough decisions on managers, which they're paid to make. And I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool that, that as much as we might fret about it, that the salary cap does help control things for sure. S-I-Q-T-I-N. S-I-Q-T-I-N. Huh? S-I-Q-T. S-I-Q-T-I-N. Sketching Alpha, I'm not very smart. Tell me what you're saying there. You stop every goal you don't face. Okay, let's give some more love to Ender because making bold proclamations here. Ender says that if Demko gets an SO, i.e. does not let any goals in, Ender will donate. And Ender, I'm sorry, I don't know if you're male or female. Not that it matters. So I'll just use Ender will donate $1 for every save. So I'm hoping that A, Demko starts against the Blues. I'm hoping B, the Blues pepper him with 50 shots. I'm just kidding. But most importantly, I'm hoping the Canucks win. I think that's the most important thing. And I want Demko to play well. And if he gets the SO, even better. So let's give some love to Ender in the chat. Thank you for your generosity. Favorite onboard cruise activity? A few. I will play bingo. I will drink a lot of pop, and I will sit on the deck and just relax and don't do a single thing. When do you anticipate? Yours is karaoke. That's awesome. When do you anticipate Alvin getting some help for the back end? I'm surprised Canucks have been quiet on trade front. Vancouver always is the first. Yeah, I really think because remember on the road trip without Hronek, they did fine. At home, they're 1-1, so it's not like they're brutal yet. It's just starting. I think they basically said they don't want to get taken advantage of in terms of trades. They know they don't want to come make a move out of desperation because the other GMs are like vultures, knowing that we need help on our back end. $51 million a year for Soto. Ohtani's at $70 million. Wow. By the way, in some pictures, Shohei looks like my son Sean, so I call him Sean-hei Ohtani. Yes, thank you. Some soccer players over $100 million, excuse me. I don't like ceilings. Oh, you mean, in cap ceilings. Not saying I agree or disagree, but I respect Canuckhead, like everyone's opinion. And Canuckhead says, I know that. So it's kind of funny. Canuckhead is basically not calling anyone else specifically, but saying, be careful that we don't come across as a bullying culture. I know, but he does say, I know that Timmy guy said some stupid stuff, but what I saw above in the chat was a form of bullying, as most of the chat was making fun of him. Let's keep it clean and safe for everyone in here, guys. I have time for this argument, and I'm not at all calling out the other people who are making jokes about, because Timmy, he certainly wasn't afraid to stand up for his claims, which have not been proven to be true or false yet. But I do like Canuckhead's reminder that it's always tricky, right? When you're trying to be funny or sarcastic, it may come across the wrong way. I'm not saying that those ones did for me, but whoops, I got to take this better too. Okay, I'll do that for the next stream. But no, I think this is a fair comment, Canuckhead. Thank you. Justin's going to match the dono if Demmer doesn't play. Well, I'll leave that up to Justin. I do not think Luongo will be in town for the Thursday game. Usually the executives don't travel unless It's coming out to trade deadline or whatever it may be. We'll see. We'll see. Clay, if Demko does not let any goals in, I will donate $20 right into my account. Okay. Thank you, Carol. So apparently if Demko does not let a goal in, we're making at least, not making, we're going to receive at least $60 in donations on Tuesday night. I sure hope he plays now on Tuesday night. 7-6 says, let's go beat the Blues. No way, Jose. Go Chiefs. All right. Pre-lockout and cap, Forsberg, Jagger, and Burry were some of the highest paid players, around 11 million. Okay, that's good to know. I did not know that, Swervin Irvin. All right, Tristyn, birthday boy from yesterday. Give him some love. Three membership message for 3 months. Crazy that I've been a member for 3 months. Clay, two things. Should we trade Hogs? If not, who do you think will be the next one to go? And can you say boom like how you say bam? And if Demko gets an SO, don't say it. I will match whatever Ender donates. Okay, so there's a lot here. Should we trade Hogs? Not convinced yet because I'm not sure how much we get for him. I still think he's going to try and work himself out of the doghouse. But I wouldn't know who else we would trade. So he's the most likely candidate. Boom. That's just for you, Tristyn. And you're going to match Ender. So, okay. So what I'm hearing is if Demko gets an SO, does not let any goals in, Tristyn, Ender, Cannabis Kicks, and Carol are all going to donate $20. Wow. So it's an $80 night if he gets a shutout. And I'm pretty sure other people are going to do it too, but we'll see. Thank you, Tristyn. Let's give Tristyn some love in the chat. Justin, I'll throw in $20 if he doesn't play. Okay, so technically, if Demko doesn't play, that's a guaranteed 20 from Justin. But if Demko does play, it might be zero because all he has to do is let in one goal. So I don't actually know what I want. No, it's not about the money. I just love that you guys are being creative. What about if it's split or shared SO? No, that's too complicated, Justin. People can just do what they want. Okay, now Cannabis Kicks is going to match Justin. So does that mean Cannabis Kicks, you're in for $20 if Demko doesn't play, or $20 if he gets an SO? Between Murphy and Rasmus Anderson, who would you rather kind of start? I like Anderson's game. I do. And there's cost certainty for one more year. Cheer for the Blues so the Canucks thinks it's an away game. I like that strategy, Michael. Just like the outweighted Lankinen, Alvina is waiting for prices on trades to come down. I have time for that theory. Since you have Vancouver connections, how much did you guys pay the ref? Oh, RSA. You remember RSA is a big Columbus fan? We spent 5 minutes talking about the refereeing in the Columbus Canucks game. Oh, Fangirl, 43 months as a member. I could see an MLB player get $1 billion deal in the future with no salary cap. Wow. What's the biggest contract in the MLB right now? Obviously, we're talking about total, not per season. Demko is good against the Blues. Yeah, you just got to look back at the bubble. Good point. Is Hogs going to still be on the team past the trade deadline? I'm going 50-50. Correct. We don't know if Demko is playing, but I have $20 guaranteed if he does. Actually, 40 if he doesn't play. Should the refs have to face the media post game? I've never thought that. Canucks haven't had a 2-0 lead since October 22nd in Chicago, not counting empty net Boston. To me, that's very concerning. Yeah, that's not great. That's not great. Oh, did I say it once? Oh, thanks for the catch. Well, we better hope that we don't believe in jinxes now. Unless I get one of you guys coming back to me tomorrow and say that Demko let a goal in because I said it. Well, but that's up to you. I said it? When did I say it? That's not good. That's not good. RSA, I donate $20 to my bank account if Demko keeps a clean sheet. Okay, that's problem. No problem. Donate to yourself that you don't come out ahead or behind. That's fine. I would not know this off the top of my head. You'd have to look this up. All good, Canuck head. I appreciate you bringing it up. All these donations on the line. I'm gonna be so nervous to start the game tomorrow. Yeah, I guess the first call will be who's starting, and then that will automatically bank $40 or zero, depending on right. And then we kind of go from there. Yeah, now that I've said it, I hope he doesn't play. What do the Canucks have to do for you to shave your head Kurt Angle style? I'm not sure. You know, I like my look now. I've had this haircut for the past 20 years. Before that, you guys know I had my flat top. It's on one of those pictures back there, but you can't see it. Actually, I'll show you a picture of my flat top. But I'm not sure if the all bald look is going to be a good one for me. I just don't think that that's going to turn out well. Well, yeah, no, you guys have seen my flat top before, but I'm trying to find a nice picture of it that I can show you. I don't want to take all night finding this, but there's one picture that I post quite often of Gail and me, and it's a good view of what my flat top used to look like in high school. Okay, I'm gonna look real quick, and if I can't find it, I can't find it. It's us in our black and white. Okay, I'm gonna look for 10 more seconds. If I can't find it, we're not gonna waste any more time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, couldn't find it. But you know what? This is worth finding. So as I'm gonna quickly pull it up from my Facebook and show you, because I want to show you what sweet hair looks like. So yes, I shaved my head. I had a flat top for 10 years or so, and then I ended up shaving it in 2001 or 2002. So for the past 22 years, I've had this really good looking haircut. Yeah. You guys can argue about whether that's actually good. Okay. Oh, I'm almost there. You guys, this will be worth it. Where's my album called Old School is Cool? Don't worry, guys. This will be worth it. This will be worth it. All right, here we go. So this is what I look like with my flat top back in the day. I can even zoom in a little bit. There we go. That was me in high school. That's my lovely wife, Gail, obviously. And yeah, look at Gail's hair. You think I had some funky hair? Look at her. She got like a whole bowl on her head. So yes, that was Gail and me back in high school, and that was my flat top. That was. What do you guys think? Give me a rating out of 10. You guys are used to rating my bad jokes. Rate that haircut out of 10. You can even rate Gail's out of 10. She's asleep. She doesn't watch my stream, so you can make fun of her as much as you want. But yes, give me a score out of 10 on those two haircuts. I'll leave it up there for the next minute. Juan Soto, 765 million. That is crazy. All right, BC, LA Kings fan. Yes, the Kings are beating the Canucks right now in the standings. So let's give some love to BC, member for 3 months, going to Kings and Islanders tomorrow, wearing 2014 Stanley Cup hat, 2024 World Series hoodie, and 2021 Super Bowl shirt. Another win in New York. That is awesome. Glad you're going to that game. Glad you're going to be repping your championship teams. That is pretty cool. Let's give some love to BC in the chat. Demko is not confirmed. We will know tomorrow. Ricky, so I think you know that Demko, good chance he starts tomorrow. People are laying bets or not bets. They're pledging donations. So if Demko gets I can't say the word SHUTOUT, i.e. he doesn't let a goal in, we have 4 people offering to donate $20. We'll see if that actually happens, if he gets a shutout, but I'll take them for their word. So that's $80 donated if Demko gets an SO. But if he doesn't even play, then there's 2 people, Justin and Cannabis Kicks, who are going to donate $20 for him not playing. So if he doesn't play, guaranteed $40. If he does play, it could be guaranteed nothing. So not sure what I want, but regardless, it's pretty funny what people were getting up to. Carol says we're going to take the next 4 games. I like it. I like it. I think Pettersson has found his game yet. You know, he's still not completely consistent, but he's sure a lot better than he was in October. Alfred, when I turned 40 years old 10 years ago, I did grow out my hair and did a flat top for one night for my 40th birthday party, and then I shaved it off the next day. I was barely born when this picture happened. Thank you, nation. Love you too. So we got some laughing emojis. Not bad. Nice fade. Kid and Clay. Exactly. Motown Philly back again. Cool. Clay definitely looks like a break dancer. Just missing the highlights. Had those two. Kid and Play. No, Kid and Clay. Kid and Clay. Some ranking ratings. 10, 10. We got a handsome stud. 10, 10, 10. The Fresh Prince of Steveston. Love it. Not bad. Clay says third. Kenny Walker, Skywalker would be proud. 9.87. That looks like a 100-meter time. Canada's with kicks, liked it. 10 out of 10 for a pick, like a whole bowl on her head. You like that? Helen with a 10. Hey, Rome. A bowl on her head. Crack me up. Thank you. I thought that was really good. Jay says, bring back the flat. Maybe I should do a donation challenge where I won't, not tonight, but one night I'll just say if we raise X amount on the stream, I will pledge to grow my hair out for a flat top. I need this face Photoshop with a rocks belt bag and chain pose. Haircut is like Troobs. You either like it or dislike it. Nothing in the middle. Burn gives it a 10. Can't make fun of Gil. You're a lucky man, Clay. I am very, very lucky, and everyone knows it. I think you look like a handsome hunk. Cool. Thank you, Simon. Back in the day. That seems pretty cool. And I think you look like the next. Okay, you think a lot there. That looks awesome. Thank you, Simon. Carol gives me a 10. Easy, Simon. He has a wife. It's all right. 20 out of like Gail gets a 20. That's fair. We did not hear it. What did I say? What did I say? Ender, if anyone gets a hat trick, I'll 3 times the $20 plus 1 for every save for an SO. Okay, Ender, you could be in for $20 for an SO. Let's say he makes 30 saves in that SO, so that's $50. And if someone gets a hat trick, another 60. So you could be in for $110 tomorrow night, Ender. Yes, Simon. For anyone, I will be meeting people during the first intermission outside of section 316. And I'll remind everyone on my show tomorrow. I do think DeBrusque can get past 30 goals, Edmund. I really do. I watch Raw. Yes. If we win the cup, will you grow the flat? Of course. Of course. Score prediction Tuesday, us against St. Louis, 5-2 us. 5-2 us, because I just love lighting up Binnington, even though I don't want to destroy his confidence for the Four Nations, because Canada is going to need him. Tyler gives me a 10. Thank you. If the Canucks were in the Cup Finals, who would be your dream opponent? From a storyline perspective, Boston. From a mad hype perspective, Toronto. From an actual quality of series, well, I don't know how good the series would be. I just think we'd have a lot of trouble against a Carolina or New Jersey. I'm talking about playoff teams though. Like, I'm not just going to say Montreal just because that would be fun. So maybe given the way the standings are and history, I'm not sure if the Rangers are going to make it, but Boston and Rangers, obviously there's some history there, and Toronto would just be juicy. Alfred, $100 for Clay's flat top. Not tonight, Skytrain Alfred. We will do a donation challenge when there's kind of a slow part of the season. Would I shave my head clean for $300 in donos? Cannabis, respectfully, I'd probably need more than that, I think, to do it, because I have to show up at work. I have to face my bishop. I have to face my wife. So I think I'm going to need more than $300, to be honest with you. I don't know what the number is, but it's going to need to be more than 300. Exactly. 100 is too low for the flat top. 300 is definitely too low. Like, I'm talking about 1,000. Like, I think a flat top would have to be about 1,000 or so. And then I think shave my head would have to be about 2,000. But I'm just spitballing here. You guys might say, well, that's way too much. And I said, then fine, let's not do it. Then back to normal. Tristyn says 2,000 total. I'm in. No. We'll see. Carolina versus Nucks would be sick. That would be. Boston would feel so good. If the Canucks win the cup list, I gotta like dance for like 5 straight days. I have to do a 48-hour live stream, and now I got to do a flat top. Swerving Irvin, we're gonna have to need. I think maybe we'll do that at the end of one of the streams where we're kind of bored, or I do like sometimes where I throw like silly questions out there. Like today, I don't want to be too gimmicky, so I don't want to do more than one silly question or submit your response. I don't want to do more than one of those a stream. So tonight it was basically rate my flat top. And I thought that was a lot of fun. Just kind of breaks up the monotony a little bit. Winnipeg would be good, but we can't play them. They're in our side 7-6. Would I cue ball it for a Klondike bar? Of course not, unless that Klondike bar is worth $2,000. Okay, last 3 minutes. Canucks or non-Canucks related questions only. Of course, they're questions. I'll just answer the questions as opposed to statements. So last 3 minutes. How much in donuts did you get to the tortilla challenge? They raised $300. Sean and Jake raised $300 in that 1 hour. If we do win the cup, I will definitely look forward to the dim sum and bubble tea mukbang. Did I say that, Nation? So dim sum and bubble tea mukbang, 48-hour live stream, do the gritty and other dances on stream, and now do a flat top. So I think we're up to at least 4 stipulations. 2009 Penguins versus 11 Canucks. That would be good. Ottawa or Detroit. Yeah, we better win. If one of those two teams somehow makes the final, Tristyn, something's going wrong. Oh yeah, Western Final. Yeah, that would be Western Final. Another pandemic hits and the Canucks defeat the Oilers for the cup. Yes, in a weird, tournament style playoffs. That would be fun. Kurt Emo, dun dun, you suck. Dun, dun. What are you getting Mickey this Christmas? Just we're taking off on him for Christmas. He gets to stay with Gail's sister. Why does it matter if we face Winnipeg or Canadian team in the finals? No. Tyler, what I was saying is it's impossible for us to play Winnipeg in the finals because we are both Western Conference teams. Did I say tattoo as well? I'm not sure. I think Swerve and Irvin, I think the turbulence, the on the cruise, not turbulence, what do you call motion? The waves, I think it's getting to you. Did I promise a tattoo as well? So we're up to 5 things now. $3K for the Aerobender kit. I don't even know what that is, but it doesn't sound good. Costco sushi, I've never had it. You had it before Survivor and you didn't get sick? Okay, that's good, Fillmore. Will you dye your hair blue if the Canucks make the finals? No, because I gotta go to work, cannabis, unless I'm somehow off for 3 weeks. So that one I cannot add to the list. And would you let Gail slap you with the tortilla when we win the cup? Absolutely. She can slap me with anything. That didn't sound right. On that note, thank you everyone for being here. Moderators, thank you for keeping this a safe and respectful place. Fangirl is just Gail. Gail is her full name. Legends, that's legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Tristyn Tallio, legendary Andrew Chang, Hall of Fame and franchise members. Thanks for your support. And thanks to all of you for watching, liking, and subscribing. Thanks to my sponsors, Van City Experts Real Estate, Coach Patrick Liu, weight loss coach. And thanks to everyone who went above and beyond today. It's a long list. And you guys like my slap me with anything comment, I can tell. By the way, thank you, Swerve and Irvin, saying this is a great stream tonight. Others said good stream. I do think the streams are a little bit better, especially on a non-Canucks game where there's not a lot to talk about. I do think the streams are a little bit better where we kind of go a little bit off topic, but not too crazy. And where you guys, I think I'm good at reacting and I'm to what's happening in the chat. I think I'm spontaneous and I can remember what happens, but it's all you. You guys are the ones creating this environment. You guys are the ones peppering me with the questions and your comments, making me smile, making me laugh, calling each other out, calling me out. I think we're building something really, really good here. So speaking of which, thank you, legendary Lucas Gates with the donation, legendary Tristyn Tallio with the gift membership, legendary Lucas Gates with the donation, Hall of Fame member Skytrain, Alfred with the donation, Ender with the potentially big donation tomorrow, but a donation tonight. Cannabis Kick, same thing, big donation potentially tomorrow. Thank you. Another donation from Ender, membership message from legendary Tristyn Tallio, membership message from Fangirl, membership message from franchise member BC. Very, very good. Great generosity tonight as you had last night. And I'm just very grateful to have all of you in this stream. And here we go. By the way, Irvin says, I'm going to listen to this on podcast and LOL in the buffet line tomorrow. Yes, they're going to wonder what you're listening to. And a late donation from legendary Tristyn Tallio. Let's give Tristyn some love in the chat. A $1 donation. Thank you, legendary Tristyn Tallio, to wind up the night. Appreciate your generosity as always. Don't forget, tomorrow night, just me, a No Canucks After Dark. That's Wednesday, but my show will be will be at 11 p.m. and then we'll see. Someone's gonna have to keep track of all these donations if it happens. So remember, we are hoping for a Thatcher Demko start, but if not, I think Cannabis and Justin have pledged $20. If Demko does start and does not let a goal in, then I think there's 4 of you that pledged $20, and then I think it was it Ender Cannabis? I think it was Ender that said $1 for every save if it's indeed an SO, and an extra $60 if there is a hat trick by a Canucks player. So a lot going on. We will just have to see what happens tomorrow night. So join me at 11 p.m. and we're going to sort all of it out. And don't forget to rate this bad joke on the way out. And Tristyn just says, I'm going to add $20 no matter if he does or does not start. So we're guaranteed $20 off the top from Tristyn, another $40 if Demko doesn't start, and another $80 if Demko does start and gets the SO. Okay, there's a lot going on. We will just see what happens. Thanks, everyone. You guys are awesome. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Did you hear what happened last week? A pun entered a room and killed 10 people. Yes, a play on words. A pun entered a room and killed 10 people. Pun intended. Pun intended. Pun intended. God bless. And go Canucks go. Right on cue. My nameplate is falling off. Booyah.